top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Smashes through. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking for space. It's McClain. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays.
He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On the move, he fires. It's caught. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Using his legs, it's short. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 7, Penn State 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's there to make the stop. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got it, looking for the first down. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the catch. the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And they tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's right on target. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. The ball is out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Trying to find his man on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a... on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that
Lofts one deep down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Penn State, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. The option look. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here comes the field goal unit. He got it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more. He lost one down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Tosses it back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, SMU 24, Penn State 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the third time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Leaves it with the back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Line is set on third down. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love this defense coming up big late in the fourth quarter. 2 sacks in a row all over this quarterback.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Auburn 7, Tennessee 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Complete out of the backfield. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown ball. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Thompson. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
With jet sweep pass. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Now on first down from the 30. The running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The play-action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On second down, he'll let it fly. With the catch, it's Harrison. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. Wants to fire on second down. Steps away. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. Third interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to throw on third. He looks that one in nicely. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on second down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Ball's up to 27. This offense facing a third and long. They want to just keep throwing it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got it. Slips through the line. Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the tackler. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll run play action. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And they move the chains with a nice little old-school pitch and catch with the quarterback and fullback.
A little throwback to the fullback. I love this play. Everyone on defense is expecting this guy to block. He's able to sneak his way out and become a viable target for the QB.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Power football with the run. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Shotgun snap on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Thompson. Smashes ahead. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Knight. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on second down. Looking left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On second down, just keeps firing. Showing the arm strength to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The hand to the running back. Makes his man miss. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and they forced the incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. The give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 3.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. That Auburn offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he tosses it back. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! The trickeration, the flea flicker, the gadget play, such chicanery and shenanigans and duplicitous dealings from this offense. David, how do you describe it?
Well, first I need a dictionary to understand what half of those words mean, but I kind of go with the Statue of Liberty. That's easy to understand. It's got more meaning behind it than just football. The Statue of Liberty is by far the best.
And the returner is stopped.
Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them and playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
The give to the lone running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up.
The receiver.
One down.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Running back searching for a hole. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Forwood, a great legacy of Auburn running backs.
And let's go to the age where, like, people like me actually remember and were alive. Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who have been unbelievable in that orange and blue.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down. And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
41, Tennessee, 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, you're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Completes it in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 21, Tennessee 14.
The Tigers are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Can't get him to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Harrison. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Knight. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Dances away from the heat. Here's a throw downfield late.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 40, at the 20, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots to...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us.